afternoon. Good afternoon. So, what do you think of me so far? I mean, really? Who am I? I'm a very analytical thinker. So, when I meet someone or listen to someone talk, I'm taking every aspect of them in. And while I listen to their message, I'm trying to figure out who they are, what makes them who they are, and what motivates them to do what they do. So, how are you going to figure out who I am, what my essence is? By what I say, by what I do, by the way I appear? Maybe you're looking at what I'm wearing. I mean, from the knees up, I look like maybe I'm one type of person. Maybe classy, a little retro. And then, from the knees down, I'm a little weird. And I make change. Sorry. For as long as I can remember, whenever I would talk about who I am, what I do, and what I plan to do, I would always get the face. Maybe a few of you know the face. You know the one that goes like this? Yeah, I've been getting that forever. Whenever I'd talk to a friend or to a teacher, I'd see the face. And my automatic reaction was, oh no, I've done something wrong. Then I went through a stage where I thought, maybe it is best that I don't talk about my perspective because people just don't get me. And then I didn't. I didn't talk about how I felt or my ideas. And that made me silent. I was so worried about how people would perceive me, that they would judge me, that they wouldn't understand who I was and why I was the way I was. Strange. But then I realized that it didn't matter what people thought or what people said about me. I knew who I was. And I knew what made me able to do whatever I set my mind to. Yes, indeed, I finally fathomed the idea that I was weird, out of the ordinary, bizarre, whatever you want to call it. I was that. I had to embrace it. That's when I realized that my inner strange had the ability to create change. Now, I want you to look at it like this. If you utilize the things that make you think in a different and unique way, a way in which people may find strange or weird, and you harness that energy and that thought process, you have the most empowering tool to create change. Now I want to switch things around. This is strange. I want to break down the strange that has given me the chance to create a difference. Yeah, I steal stuff all the time. And I encourage you to as well. You're probably figuring that the reason I'm so strange is that I'm a kleptomaniac. The truth is, the only thing that I do ever steal is motivation, inspiration, positive ideas, and passion. I take it, I use it, and I apply it to my life and to my work every day. In the fall of 2006, when I founded Little Women for Little Women in Afghanistan, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later, and I brought my team of positive change makers into my school, I knew the first thing I wanted to do was create a banner filled with positive words to send to a school that we support in Afghanistan. I will never forget the day that we did that. I faced the board and pretty soon my members were yelling out positive words. Have hope. Stay strong. Soon enough, that board was filled. But bigger than that, the room was filled with such an energy. We sent that banner to hang in the school that we support in Afghanistan. And I know when our Afghan sisters see it, they understand we are here for them. And we are fighting for their right to an education. Earlier this month, it was my big brother's graduation. And my mom and I were working incredibly hard to get everything ready for his big grad party. And I remembered I had to remind my mom about someone picking up some pies. So I quickly yelled just out into her room. And she poked her head around the corner and had the funniest little face on, and she said, "Chasing taller skies?" Now, my initial thought was, I don't even know how she got that from that, really. Someone needs some hearing aids. But then I thought, I'm going to steal that. It kept playing over and over again in my head, chasing taller skies. I thought, I've always been chasing taller skies. It's how I live my life. When my brother was 5 years old, he was diagnosed with a growth in his ear, and it caused a brain clot. He almost died. Through all the pain and the surgeries that he endured, he remained positive, even in the worst moments, happy and grateful. He taught me that there's a positive in every negative. Unfortunately, this lesson was constant and it involved one word. Meatball. Every time I would complain or get down on myself, my brother would say in the most empathetic voice, "Alaina, tell me what's wrong." And then I would. And he'd simply say, "Meatball." And I mean, sometimes it just really made me angry. But it changed my attitude right around. It made me see that life wasn't always going to be perfect. But there's a brighter side to everything. You just have to look. One day, I was getting ready for a singing recital. And I couldn't get the song out how I wanted it to. I was stressed. And by stress, I actually mean I was completely freaked out and frozen with fear performing. And I was singing over and over again in front of my brother. And I turned to him and I said, "I just can't do this." And he looked at me thoughtfully for a second and stood up and said, "Well, I'll show you how it's done." My mom quickly grabbed the microphone and, well, the rest is history. Speed it up! And then I see it come to life. I reached my goal in my head and in my heart. In the fall 2006, when I was 9 years old, I went to She spoke about the human rights violations that were inflicted upon the women and girls in Afghanistan. I was moved and inspired. And I knew it was my responsibility to take action to make change. That night, I set my goal. And I reached it at the same time. That night I started Little Women for Little Women in Afghanistan. I made a pact with myself. I promised to myself that I was going to fight to restore human rights for women and girls in Afghanistan, especially the right to an education. Now, whenever Little Women comes up with a fundraising idea, we brainstorm. We brainstorm how we want everything to turn out, how many people we want at our events, how we want to impact our community, how much money we want to raise. And then I visualize. I visualize the Little Women members all around me, filled with passion. I visualize people buzzing around the room with a special energy coming straight from their hearts. And then we do it. And I watch as everything I visualize come to life. This sounds a little cliche. I mean, what does it really mean? What do you see when you hear this? Do you see someone running an endurance race in Nike shoes? Do you see someone climbing to the top of Mount Everest? It's pushing yourself beyond yourself every time you do something. This is where chasing taller skies comes in for me. You know, the only limits you have on your success are the ones that you set for yourself. You have to remember that you have all the success in your hands, and you have to know that a better you won't come without pushing yourself and putting all of you into what you do. Not too long ago, I was heading away on a basketball trip with my school team, and I was talking to my coach about the future and what it held and what I was going to do once I graduated and how I was so freaked out about how everything was going to fit together. He looked at me for a second and he said, "Alaina, are you afraid of failure?" And I laughed and I said, "Of course I'm afraid of failure." He then said something very wise to me. He said, "Don't fear failure. You have to accept that you are going to fail in your life. But this is what allows you to learn and grow." Now, in my logical brain, I agree with this completely. But I'm sorry, Mr. Girl, in my strange brain, I just can't agree. It's not like I don't think that I'll fail, but before that happens, all I see is success. And I'm not going to accept the things that don't work out exactly how I want them as failures. I'll just see it as a different route to the top of the mountain of success. How do you generate support? Some say it's easier said than done. I see it like this. Gather like-minded people who are passionate about making a difference, and you can create a world of change. You just have to remember this. Inspire others to be passionate about your passion. Believe in yourself and understand what you're doing is making a difference. Open them up. Allow everyone the opportunity to share and express their passion. It will only raise you up and make you a powerful force. And visualize. Visualize your support, holding hands, moving forward, creating a difference, sharing and gathering ideas, impacting lives, and impacting one another. Now, you've created a world of change makers. It's our responsibility to not only be aware of an issue in our world, but our duty as members of this global community to stand up, shout out, and take action. We are the luckiest people in the world. And even though sometimes I get caught up in all the teenage drama that can swallow you up, I take time every day to be grateful for being able to read, for being able to walk the streets freely and safely, for being able to express myself, and being able to see the reaction of those who see me do so. I guess the strangest thing about me, though, is I believe that I can do anything I set my mind to. I mean, I really believe it. And hey, it might not be the best thing, but it's successful for me because I gave it my all and I did my best. And I loved every minute of it. And I believe somewhere in there, to someone, I delivered a message that they might just take and create change. So, embrace your strange. Believe in yourself. Believe in your ability to create change. Chase taller skies.